Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful morning here in Salt Lake City, and I hope it's a glorious day wherever you are. Um, I often talk about how beautiful things are and beautiful the landscape and beautiful the nature is and beautiful flowers and sunrises, sunsets, and even things like the catkins that have fallen from the mulberry tree. And right now they're covering my sidewalk. And so even though the mulberry tree is the neighbors, I'm going to have to get out and sweep to clear them away. But they're still beautiful. They're glorious. This is part of the give and take, the ebb and flow, the up and down of nature. It gives a rhythm to the days, makes them not all the same. And I love it. But we are not people who are approaching the world fresh, as if it had never been seen before. Rather, we see the world from all these habits we have from the times we're young and where we first started encountering nature, and we heard people talk and we read things and saw movies and television programs and so on that helped give us a sense of it. So there's some kind of relationship between our experience and all these representations of the experience in our culture. Some of the representations are visual art. And I've been struck, like, since forever, with Salvador Dali's amazing work of painting the glorious electric skies that he gets. You know, it's tempting to see that just as a style of Dali until you run into a sky that is that magnificent. But then there's also the darkness of Rembrandt. I know people talk about the way that his paintings have aged and the need to clean them and how they're not quite so dark when they're painted. But there is a stolidness there that is not the same as Dali. And I'm not going to go on and develop some big culturological argument, although one perhaps could, a landscape argument, a cultural argument. I'm fascinated with Dali because he does come from the tradition of Spanish painting and Spanish art and Spanish literature. And he went to school with people like Pablo Picasso and with Garcia Lorca, the great poet. And evidently, if I remember right, I think it's Gibson, the writer, wrote that there was a very strong friendship between Lorca and Dali, if not some kind of romantic entanglement, and that it had a lifelong impact. Now, naturally, Lorca's life was short and Dali's life was very long, but a long impact. I love seeing Dali, whether it's his sketches or his paintings, and there's just a drama of vividness in his paintings that captures me. So, one morning, I was walking to catch the train for my commute, from my car to the train stop, and the sky was just glorious, absolutely glorious. And I wanted to write about it, so I sat on the train and started writing. And immediately, I seized on these representations to capture what I was seeing. And that makes me think, do the representations not impact already immediately what I'm seeing in its glory? Are they not always there? So here's the poem. It's called The Art of Morning. Dali got up early, painted the sky bright, a light from nowhere, a single oval cloud, full moon above, a ship without sails, a turquoise sea. The Dutch painted me, dark and stolid, lost in shadows of my own dreams, the color of geen, and nay, though I wish for the sharp yellow of sea. Lorca hides in the nearby mine's pit, circles narrow as they drop down, ever down, where there is no river. Cerberus is fled, though Beatrice waits tables nearby, and debates how much temptation her love could resist before he goes with another, while her friend schemes to do the test. Mario awakes, strawberry on his face. My train pulls in with a sheen and hiss of yes. Long like El Greco, it stops. I lift my shards onto its back. Strangers push past, and I slump down to a maroon. Are you okay? Thank you. It'll be lovely to see you tomorrow. Hope that your day is glorious. Bye.